Yes, EFD squad, contractually obliged to say that. Welcome back to Stat Wars, the league. It's freezing in the studio, but there's a warmth in my bosom, and the cause of it is right here, Dave Jackson.
Oh, I feel very touched. Not literally.
No, not an HR issue, technically.
No, thank you for having me, EFD squad.
Welcome.
Cheers. It's freezing.
Yeah?
It's freezing. Oh, I thought my hands would be blue. It's not actually that cold.
Are you at least pumped for the competition?
Always. I don't think I've ever faced you, have I?
No, we've never played each other. But what happened in your last match?
I narrowly lost to Hamill. I got screwed by an invincible. Not that way literally. I should have got Cano and I didn't get it. And I still think about it every day.
Wow, by him, of all people.
I know.
Probably over to Kieran for the questions.
Question number 1.
The first question comes from Harry Ngosh to Mr. David. Mr. David, that's not how you say people's names. Who has scored against the most Premier League teams?
Who are you thinking? Do you have a short list?
I'm thinking someone who's been around the world to I
can't find my baby.
I'm thinking it may be Kane, because I remember doing one of the football social things. It was saying that Huddersfield was saying, or Cardiff was the only club he hadn't scored against. That's at least 20 that he has, is what I'm thinking. Thinking Shearer, just because of the volume of goals he scored in the Premier League. He's going to have to be up there. But Rooney's not a bad shout either, I haven't thought of.
Aguero, Henry. Just throwing some more out there.
Yeah, I've now come to the conclusion it's probably not Kane, so that can potentially go.
Probability feels like it's one of those guys.
Shearer or Rooney. Wayne Rooney.
Jesus. I mean, I had no idea. No idea it would be
Frank Lampard.
Scored a lot, was around for ages, makes sense. Scored against Chelsea even, didn't he?
I wouldn't have got that, so fair enough. I don't actually feel that bad. It's when you get it wrong and you think you should have definitely known that, but that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
like if it had been Kane, you'd have been irritated.
I'd have been
Patrick Van Straten, the next question comes from Showdown Battling 101. Who is the Italian with the most goals in the Premier League?
I mean, my brain immediately has said Zola, is who it said.
Zola.
But next to Zola, it said Canio, brackets.
Oh. There's not been many great Italians, has there?
Ravanelli. Balotelli's got to be up there as well.
He had a decent couple of seasons, didn't he?
Oh, Jesus. And Vialli. Right, and between Balotelli and Zola, surely it can't be Balotelli. I don't think he actually scored that many. So unless Zola really never scored, and I feel like he got like 49, 50 or something, I think I've got to go for Gianfranco Zola.
I'm not going to lie to you, I'm absolutely happy. I'm happy I haven't got that.
What's the up? What the f? I thought Di Canio had like 1.5 good seasons. You know what? I loved that guy though. He was an absolute piece of shit.
He's also a fascist.
Yeah, he was a fascist, but he's one of my favourite fascists.
Include that. Yeah.
Yeah, probably top 3.
Sorry, he's not my favourite fascist of all time.
No, he's not.
No, that was Mr. Sidney Poitier.
David. The next one comes from Sub Hashish Koroila, and he has asked, which player has scored the most goals in a calendar month in the English Premier League?
It's going to be, I think, my first thought is Robin Van Persie.
Wasn't there a time when Rooney scored hat-tricks like 2 weeks running? Or have I made that up? And I feel like Suarez, like whenever he played Norwich, would get like 11 goals in a week.
Suarez is not a bad shout, actually. I'm going to say Robin Van Persie.
Hey, I'm delighted. I bet he played Norwich.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah, every time he played him, he scored 4 goals, didn't he?
Yeah. Right, come on. Bring it on.
Our next incredible, exciting, wondrous, I don't know any more words question comes from Jack, the Jobber fan, once again. And he has asked, can you name 3 of the 5 Ballon d'Or winners, glad I'm not being asked this, who have never won the Champions League?
Well, I know one.
I don't think Nedved was at Juventus when they won the Champions League. So Nedved, I think, is my first guy. I don't know if Baggio did, you know, but there are 5 of these.
I feel like I should tell the camera my one. Not that it'll make it in. But how long has Ballon d'Or been running?
Since the 60s.
Okay.
But does this mean like the modern era or something? Oh yeah, the Champions League. Sorry, yeah, fair point. Hang on, what? So okay, well then Lothar Matthäus can't count because he won the. That makes no sense. He won in the 90. He won in 1990. Which okay, so take out Matthäus. This is horse.
So it's from like 92, isn't it? Champions
yeah, it's basically since 92, 93. Okay, right, cool. Cannavaro. Did Cannavaro win the Champions League? You know what? I don't think he did. Cannavaro. He's another one. Did Owen win the Champions League?
Don't know.
He didn't with United. I don't think he did with Real Madrid. I say Owen, Nedved.
That was the one I knew.
Owen,
Did it?
Nedved, and the other I said, whoever it was, Cannavaro. Yes! That took me about an hour.
Oh, dear.
Who were the others? Fat Ronaldo. I said Baggio. Fat Ronaldo didn't occur to me. The most famous guy never to have won the Champions League.
So now I have to get this to even draw, right?
Yeah. Pressure. Choke.
Our next question comes from the incredible Colm Rich. Is he incredible? No idea. Never met the bloke or lady. Could also be just a horrible person. Name 3 of the players that have played for both Monaco and Paris Saint-Germain.
That's an outrageous question. I've got 3.
Okay.
I can do this.
Kylian Mbappe.
Yep.
That's what I've got. That's well hard. Do you actually know all 3?
I've got
3.
3, yeah. But including Mbappe. You'll know at least 2 of them.
Okay.
One of them you would have heard of, but you wouldn't care about him. Mate, I took ages on that last one. Take all the time you want.
I was just going to guess at Thomas Lemar. Is that wrong? Yeah. Well, that's the end of the question, isn't it?
Is that wrong? Yeah.
So who was it then? So, yeah, well, I'll chase for that.
Hey! So that was good.
That was a tough question.
I don't disagree. Giving me a Ballon d'Or question was great. That's like the one thing I know, where I'm like, I just know the Ballon d'Or winners now.
Fucking George, mate. It's a conspiracy, mate.
You know what? I don't care. Let's just move on.
Fair play.
Round 2, hot potato. Bring it on.
Welcome to the best round, and our first Potato Van Straten comes from Haywired, and he has asked, can you name all 12 Italian managers who have managed in the Premier League?
Oh, jeez. Ranieri.
Di Matteo.
Mancini.
Zola.
Vialli.
Ancelotti.
Oh, Conte.
Oh, no, come on, think.
Oh, God.
Capello.
Yes! Sarri. And Mazzari. How the who was the one you got there that I had no idea about?
Zola, maybe?
Yeah, was it Watford?
Is it West Ham, really? Is it West Ham?
In hell. Guidolin and Di Canio. Never would have got them, so great.
What's the point?
Our next Potato Van Straten, what a name that is. Don't know why I flicked my head then. I'm really hungover. Alex Todd has asked, can you name the players to have won an official Premier League Player of the Month award since the start of the 16-17 season? Quite specific.
Rooney. That's a good start, isn't it? Vardy. Aguero.
Harry Kane. Cool.
Vertonghen. My mind has gone completely blank. Lukaku.
Oh,
What a stupid question.
Eden Hazard. Hey.
Cool.
What a first 3 guesses. What was the first one? It was like
Vardy,
Rooney, Vardy, Vertonghen. Just like definitely be Vertonghen.
There was a lot of top
Salah.
players though. I should have
Salah.
got.
Arguably. Sterling. Possibly.
Oh dear.
Oh, whatever. Who cares? You know what? F that round. So that was good, wasn't it? Moving on. So, taking the W, I guess.
Vertonghen.
All-time great guess on Stat Wars. We move on to the final round anyway, and it is the one where we guess who the person is from who they've played with usually. What's it called?
Guess who?
Guess who? Round 3.
And the next round is Who Am I? Ooh, people like this, all right? I wish we would, have a little bit different rather than I have played with, but, we've found a format and we're sticking with it, apparently. En Mirage asked for 3 points I played with Julian Lopetegui, Robert Pires and Clarence Seedorf.
I mean, what a bunch of bull. So I'm thinking Real Madrid, mid-90s. Davor Schuker.
I
Oh,
was about to get that was a player I had in mind as well.
you were just trying to think people we signed from Real Madrid.
Yeah, from Real Madrid.
Yeah. I was so excited when we signed him because at the time I didn't realise that he was actually quite old.
He's
for
very
a
old,
footballer.
wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought like, oh, he was just the top scorer at the World Cup. He's going to be the best player ever, and he was fine.
Sorry, gents. This ain't very entertaining. Let me.
Yes,
Claude Makelele.
great shout. I really hope this is who I think it might be, but I don't actually think it is him.
For 2 points, I played for a total of 9 clubs in France, Italy, Spain and England. Not 9 in each, that would be too many.
Christian Karembeu.
Did he ever play for? Is it Roberto Carlos? Thought he might have. I don't know. Maybe Perez went to Fenerbahce or something.
And finally, for 1 point, I was the previous manager before Unai Emery's time at PSG. That's quite obvious.
Laurent Blanc, whatever his name is.
Hey.
It's pointless.
I literally couldn't remember who's PSG's managers. This is not good, man. 1 point.
I've had a disaster.
Our next Who Am I comes from a Mr. Jonathan Rice. Interesting surname, mister. It's just a food. For 3 points, I played with Emmanuel Adebayor, Javier Pastore, Dani Alves and Bakayoko. Bakayoko Ono.
How the f*** does Adebayor come into this? Who's he played for recently? What, played for Spurs? Who was it after that?
Palace for a bit, wasn't he?
Oh, God, yeah, he was, wasn't he? Oh, Real Madrid, Arsenal, City. This feels like it should be really obvious. Lastiara. Come on, Dave, energy.
I am going to go for...
Do you just buzz because I buzzed?
Olivier Giroud.
Nice.
For 2 points, I have 5 league titles in 2 different leagues through my ongoing 13-year career. Ooh.
How the fuck? Bakayoko. Bakayoko's the problem. Is it Higuain? Hell. Oh, he won 5 times. All right. You know what? I actually don't care. What's going on in this round even? What's the score? Hey. Oh, do the treble. Oh, f***ing hell. Right, come on. This last one. This is gonna be the highest energy take of the day.
Our next Who Am I comes from Joppa, and for 3 points, I played with Cafu when I was a kid. Used to call him Capu. Michael Ballack, Wesley Schneider, and Oliver Kahn. He was nuts, wasn't he?
Lisa Razou.
Who was the last one? Snyder.
Oh, I know it is.
Tough.
I don't really.
Is it Zé Roberto?
I was just about to say that.
Oh, shit. I was f***ing pumped for that.
And for 2 points, I won the World Cup. Wow! Imagine. And the UEFA Champions League.
Well made.
Who is Seedorf? Was that from last time? Was Seedorf last time? Seedorf was last time.
There are a bunch of people it could be, but I don't know which it is. That's the problem. Out of boredom. Giovanni Elba. How are we meant to do this? Oh, there's a clue there. Yeah, not a good one. The second clue is meant to make it easier. I mean, I suppose it technically did a bit, but not a lot.
I don't know, just some Brazilian who played for Brazil. That's my answer. Brazilian who played for Brazil. Played for Brazil, of course he did. He's Brazilian.
This,
Played for Bayern.
This last question better be like his name. Like, I've got literally no idea.
And finally, for 1 point, I have 105 caps for my country, and I scored a goal in the Champions League final.
A Champions League final. Again, not hugely helpful. I scored a goal in the Champions League final. Enjoy that.
Is it Belletti? Is he Brazilian? No.
Yeah,
What
he's
is it?
Brazilian.
Well, that's my guess. It's wrong, isn't it?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. All right, you know what? Is it Junior or Dunga? Who the is it?
Lucio, yeah, that's what I was thinking of, the white boy.
Sake.
That is, I was couldn't.
The white boy. Oh,
I'm
what?
absolutely devastated.
Yeah, you know what? Lucio's actually quite easy when you think about it. So.
I'll be honest, I reckon I'll get over it quick, but I'm absolutely devastated. Thank you for having me in the spaceship, Mr. Patrick Van Straaten. Well played.
You're welcome, mate. You're
Well
getting
played,
kicked
mate.
out of the
Well
airlock now. You and just a bunch of bodies floating in space. I mean, I'm not going to look at this through rose-coloured glasses. This was a diabolical episode.
Shambles.
We were not great today, but the ultimate winner was entertainment.
Hopefully.
So what should they do after this, Dave?
They should go over and watch other amazing stuff on Euro Football Daily, like Personal Mastermind, awesome stuff over there. Make sure you check out the
FDFC.
Football Social at 3 o'clock every Saturday, unless it's an international break, in which case we have a day off.
Yeah, and the other episodes of Stat Wars the League. Do that as well. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.